Now, this guy has his journey at three layers. First layer starts in 2024 in January. I came in the month of 2023, December, in the US from Dubai. I have lived in Dubai. And Shrikant was among the first few students who joined, but he was a number one student in my one-to-one program. He joined. And we had a call, he trusted me, and we moved ahead. Now, in 2024, he tried so many times to study. Like I guess you have joined like 7 to 8 of my classes, many times. He actually built a momentum one time, but he got very sick. Right, Shrikant? I
That's
want you to explore. Just let me just share. Then I want you to share your journey. Okay. Then on 4th of July 2025, like in 2024 as well as in 2025, I went to that place where basically in Woodbridge near my home, they do all the fireworks because my daughter loved that and they were small concert. So I was there sitting there and I was walking. Suddenly I hear a voice and I saw a person. And he said, Amir, I said, Shrikant. And he actually like found out me before. He lives in a different part of US. He came to there with the family, and what a beautiful coincidence that both of us met there. And I said to him, as the first thing, why you are not studying? And he was like, man, I met him here. The first time I'm meeting him, and he's asking me. But fast forward, then he booked the exam. I assigned my facilitator, my best facilitator, Sudha, to him. And today he's a certified PMP. So I'm really happy for you, Shrikant. This was my side of journey. Why don't you share your side of journey?
yes. First of all, Amir, I really have to thank you. I was a bit backtracked because of when I started my journey. When I enrolled in your program, I I was into a deep senior position with a heavy work responsibilities, and at the workplace you cannot make excuses saying that okay, I have a certifications. So they say that okay, complete your certification, then come back and do the work. So and we have to do your personal career development, and on same side you have to professionally you have to keep up to your responsibilities. So when I started last year 2024, I started and came up to the mark, and all the way halfway then I had to go make an India trip, came back and discontinued. So then after again I started the summer again. Then once again I have to backtrack, and a real wake up call was when you called me, or you I got the message saying that exam pattern is going to be changing, and all the hard work that you have been putting with this 1.5 year, you need to come up. So then I started seriously working on this. So making a very uh, efforts sincerely to come back from the office and go to the library and study there every day 3 to 4 hours of time, and put that and move forward, and finally try to uh, target this one, because this was in my pipeline for a long time. And like yeah, regarding my experience when I met you, and I was casually with my friends and I saw you, it is like a movie hero coming from the screen and walking in front of me.
Thank
And
you.
I was like, I I walk, someone is walking in front of me and I know this person, because I know this person for the past 1 year. And mouth was not, I couldn't recollect your name. And I was walking, and my daughter says, "You are a scary person. You should not walk like that. It intimidates other person." So I was walking next to you, and then I remembered your name, Amir, and it was a great coincidence. So once in a lifetime that gets an opportunity, and I really thought of coming to New York, because that is where I started my journey 20 years back. So that is our reunion spot when we met all the people from Europe, and people from India came. And that was a good coincidence. And regarding this journey, Amir, frankly speaking, I started my journey in 2010, 15 years back, when I was working in Qatar. And that is when I got married, and I took some classes in the Qatar, Doha. And when I couldn't complete at that time, came back to New York, and even that time also I couldn't. I'm a person from version 3 onwards. I think the version is going to December, this version is going to change. I think this is a long journey. So, but the thing is, I should have completed this long time back, but due to like, professional responsibilities, this is coming up and uh, making this effort at the last end.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Please continue. Continue. Then I'll give.
Yes. Yeah. So when it comes to my preparation, I think Saeed is the one who started. I'm like not bothering, but the thing is, he's checking my progress. Shri, how is the progress? And I was keeping him updated. Then after some things came in my professional life, wherein I have to give an attention. Then after I backtracked, then Sudha came into picture, and yeah, I came to know that she also relocated to Florida, and we started talking, and she said, Shrikant, I cannot talk to you unless you make a booking for the exam. And that is when I think you have been mentioning this, but I was not taking this seriously. But the thing is, finally, it came into picture that let's book the exam and let's do this. Then only it becomes serious. I was serious, but the thing is, when you don't have an end point, you don't take it seriously.
Okay. Then.
So then I started working with Sudha every day. She was checking morning and evening. So Shrikant, what's happening? What's going on? And sometimes if I complete something like a late night, also I'm like I used to do uh, um, all the exam in the evening and night. I used to complete the RCA and keeping an update and trying to catch up to the speed. And if I'm late a day or two, so I used to update saying that I couldn't do it because of something going out with the family and other things. But finally, we were able to target this one.
Okay. 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 Sudha, please, if you have any question, then I will ask the questions.
Yeah, Srikant, you have definitely worked very hard. Amir sir, he used to go to the public library to study so that he gets his alone time. He used to go especially to the library and study 3 to 4 hours every day. He used to solve the mocks in the library, then come home. That
Hmm.
is what he used to do. So that he gets totally, undisturbed time. So that's how he did. So he the from the day since I contacted Srikant, he has been very, very uh, dedicated towards the preparation. And yes, Srikant, it's only because of your hard work and dedication. We're extremely happy.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the exam. Shrikant, how was the exam for you? How did you manage time? Things of those nature.
Yeah, preparing for the exam, that was a kind of a every time, even at the home also, I was like making sure like I was a person who just jumps into the conclusion. Even in the uh, um, call also, you might have seen me taking an answer, then look back and read the question carefully, thoroughly, and take time to understand and digest the question. So those kind of things I followed. And when it comes to the exam, Amir, I think followed the timelines, what you mentioned, everything, and gave practice was done with your mocks, and that made me like not a capable person, but the thing is slowly built up the momentum. So come up to the speed and make it slow and taking a break and making sure that everything is covered. So those kind of things I think I learned not by my practice but your practice.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So if I put it 80, 75, 75, that's how the time management was for you?
Yes, sir. So it is like more or less a minute or two here and there, but I just lost the track, but I was trying to pull back on track so that everything is focused, so that everything is completed on time
Hmm.
and not wasting much time. And some questions taking time, but other luckily it came on target and everything was getting along.
Hmm. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Which area was most highlighted in the exam and first, second,
Okay,
which
when it
was the
comes to the
most?
questions, I got two drag and drop questions, and calculations questions were not much. But when it comes to the area, peop team, communication, stakeholder, agile, the things that you were mentioning from the beginning, I think those are the areas that I focused. And I think those were the areas that we got the most of the questions. Some questions were a bit lengthy, but some were like two line questions. So I think that is where I got neutralized, because lengthy questions I was taking a little longer time.
Let
And you were mentioning that business environment questions came many from the topic questions, right?
Yes, from the topic questions, business environment questions that I came across with the mocks, and those things are I think that made me familiarize with the question. And when I read the question, I was like, okay, I came across this question somewhere, and those things are like. And the first thing is like, when you start with 60, I was trying to little catch up, or neck to neck, I should say. Like, I last question was done, and I left with 30 seconds left. So that is how I started with the mocks, and I think that makes you catch up to the momentum.
Okay, perfectly fine. So this is an important thing to understand here, that this is actually called time management. Okay, the time management should be in a way that uh, everything is completed on time, not before, not later on, right? And not before, not later. That is the perfect time management. Okay, which part was the most difficult part for you?
Focusing on the second section was a bit tough one. First one was focused and got the things under control. But when it comes to the second, at the end of the second session, wherein you're a little bit carried away, but the thing is, you have like a force saying that, okay, now this is second section. If I do it, then the last section is the last one to go. So I think second section was a bit focused, but it took a little longer time. But the thing is, everything was on target.
Hmm. Everything was on target, and yeah, that's important thing into that. Okay, which mocks that you did were the most important?
Random mocks and process mocks are the one which made build up the momentum. People mocks started with that, and sometimes I was falling behind, but the thing is catching up exactly neck to neck, like on the 60th question, like catching up. And when it comes to process mocks, getting up to the 180 questions and trying to catch up to the speed, and then random mocks.
Yeah.
And I think mocks were able to get up to
Yeah.
this.
Sir, when he started the mocks, people mocks were not that good score. So I had to go to process mocks. So he had to do all the process mocks. When he reached 180, then his scores started gradually increasing. 180 mock 1 was not that good, but then he caught up after that. 182, 3, 4. He did all the mocks, right? Except 6.
Yeah.
He did all the 180 mocks.
Hmm. Okay. That's important thing. But of all the mocks, which mocks you think are important, more important? Let's say we have to do some of them.
Process mocks, I'm like, make you understand and learn and keep up to the momentum. So I think those are the ones. First one, people mocks was a thing that I got a little scary, but the thing is, I started getting up to the speed. Then after reviewed the question and tried to learn the pattern, how you answer, or how you are like attending your coaching calls, and you try to teach students how to do it. And many times I Tuesdays and the Thursdays 11 o'clock, my 11 o'clock is the only time that I get my meetings booked. And I
Okay.
used to feel very, very sorry, like, oh my goodness, my calendar was used to be open, but now I cannot attend Amir's classes or any other, like when Saeed or uh, um, um, other facilitators started training, I couldn't attend that. But evening one, I was trying to, most of the times I will try to attend those Monday evening calls,
Hmm.
East calls.
Okay. Awesome. That's really awesome. So, the any question that you may have for him?
Yeah. So even the Elite 3 and the SA2 mocks you did, even that was useful, you were saying, right?
Yes.
Elite 3, the
Yeah.
200 questions.
200
Yeah.
questions.
Hmm. That was also. What about agile mocks? 180.
Um, yes, agile mocks, I think most of the areas it's not a straight predictive or agile. It's a combination. So I think that is where I got lucky to be attending all the questions and get up to the speed, because not focusing only on one area. So it is a mix of both the process. So I think that is where I think I got the good hands-on experience.
It's a good hands of experience. it has been a great journey, and thank you very much for making sure that it ended on a positive note. I still remember you have a friend who came to get a book. He still did not join the program. So maybe when you write down the success journey, now he will join, because I always say each one teach one,
For
right?
sure.
And
For sure.
this is my mantra, and I'm proud to have you as our proud student. And Sudha, once again, great job like always. And
Thank
Shrikant,
you.
you're awesome. Thank you very much, Sudha.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. And Amir, can I call you back?
Sure.